One would say this was the build that was meant to happen. Going back 10-11 months, back when we were camped on the Han River up at the Cape. I crossed paths with this couple, Ado and Lulu. Over the next couple of weeks, we chilled out, drinks, fishing, exploring, got on like a house on fire. Fast forwarded about 9 months. I found myself back down on the Murray River, catching up with Ado and Lulu again. Not only that, I was picking up Dodge and I's future home on wheels. And now we're back up north, back in the little cousin's shed, starting a new toy hauler build. So let's get stuck into it. Starting off, cutting everything we don't need on it and ripping out the suspension. Now we got to go through, knock the rest of this drawbar off, take them old hangers off, and take the old stabiliser leg mounts off, clean her up a bit. What I will say is take note of these hangers, give you a good look at them, and when the other ones get here, I'll show you the difference. That's it. Pretty much everything that had to be cut off is cut off. Drawbar's gone. Hangers have all been taken out. Pretty much just left with these. Little bits like that, but majority of it's done. Now it's just rubbing it all back, cleaning it all up. We're on a roll. So whatever we can, we're gonna try and salvage off the old stuff and save it. This being one, definitely. Spare tyre holder, so a couple of other things we can keep as well.
Most people just fucking bottom corner to corner. So when you weld there, they grind them flat, so they grind the weld away, so they crack out.
Yeah,
so yeah, I go like a V. Yeah, so when you blend it all flat, it looks good. Hopefully it's clean enough in there where I can get a good run on it, it'll seal it right up. Yeah, that's what I mean. If I get all in there, each in there, and I'll be able to put one decent one in the middle. Yeah. It's going to be... you
happy with that one there, Joe? Pretty good. Yep.
So why are we putting this box section on?
Big fish back. Big strengthener. Yeah, just plus what you're going to put on it too. It'll, instead of it just being off 50, so most general trailers are made with 50 by 75 just for that bit of strength. So you can obviously give a bit more weight and gets rid of the flex, just the bounce out of it.
So what we're doing here, because I'm taking away the front tailgate, we're going to put a 50x100 box section across the bottom and a 50x50 across the top, just to help strengthen her up a bit.
Yeah, man, you deserve this.
Fucker.
That ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, remember how the front was sticking in? We spread the front out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably the same back here. This side's
Pulled in this one.
pulled in a bit.
Still looks pretty straight, man. See what
Oh,
you mean about
tell what
the
the
gap.
hinges.
Yeah.
Big gap, dude.
Is that alright to weld or? Yeah.
Should do.
Just missing a tyre and an outboard. We have a swing out tailgate.
Happy days.
Feel good to open and close?
Hey?
Feel good to open and close? I said they got no choice if not.
Yeah.
At least you got enough leverage.
At least it's not going to blow on the wind.
Picture might go flying out of the road.
No, no.
And that's
That's 80 kilos right on the end.
yeah, exactly. And it's not going to be like that on the road because it's going to be fucking tucked away. At least we know that it's going to be sitting back on the sitting firmly on here. Holy shit. That made a hell of a difference.
What cut?
Ah.
Fucking how good is that? I know boats.
Nowhere to put shit where it's needed. All from doing them two little cool braces.
Got room to play there.
We got a foreman now.
Yeah, boy.
Straight off the couch. How'd you know? You just end up doing
Well, I welded a bit of dag on there
Yeah.
Bit of a dag,
Yeah.
bit of a dale. Just so in case the ramps flex a bit, they're not going to undo from the latch. They're not going to slide over far enough. So that's just to stop it from sliding over and rattling on the cover.
There you go. So if it wasn't for Che watching one of my videos, I wouldn't have had this option of doing these. These are going to be going across the top to house the awning offer and anything else. So when the whole rack folds up, the awning doesn't have to fold up with it. What a bonus. So our next focus was to get rid of these heavy ass things and make lighter jerry can holders. Like always, Che figures away. Oh yeah. These are a hell of a lot lighter and do just the same thing.
Take two.
Yeah.
And cut.
Oh, and flush. Nothing sticking out here.
Tree proof now.
Very much. But you watch me. I'll show you.
You won't even record it anyway. You won't put it in.
I'm going to record it, just won't make the cut. And then it was on to the suspension. So, with the suspension, we went with the ARC XO series. So they're known for their XO 750 jockey wheel. So they also do everything, and I mean everything. And the best thing about running this gear is I know if something happens, they're in a lot of retail shops around the country. So it's just a matter of going to the next decent sized town and picking up what I need if I need anything. We are doing a GVM upgrade. Not sure how heavy I'm going to go, but I end up going the 2-ton kit. So I know it's going to cop what we're going to throw at it. 50mm axle, also running parallel bearings, 2-ton springs, and the whole lot's galvanised. Gotta love that. Oh, then it was back to them little fiddly jobs. So because I have a foldable boat trailer, we've housed that, made a spot for it. The wheels are on the outside, but in front of them, there's a lot of wasted space. So Che had a brilliant idea of making up a little mesh toolbox, you could call it. Can't be wasting space on this trailer. To make it easier for myself, we're putting a set of brackets on so I could house a little, it was about a 3,000 pound winch, which is going to make it a lot easier to get this boat on and off on my own. Now, she's drawbar time. We're extending it. It was 1350, but we're going to extend it out to 1800, same as what's on my big trailer. One, makes it a lot easier to tow. Oh, your head hit the string line.
Touched it.
Okay, just so you know, I didn't touch it. Yeah. Just had to give you the heads up. A lot easier to reverse, especially come sand when it's boggy and that. And I want to make it so the ute can be jackknifed without worrying about it touching the front of the boat or the toolbox. Drawbar is complete, along with bracing for the toolbox.
Nearly. We need change yet.
Well, yeah, it's nearly complete. Take two. Now we've got a shit show. Looks like it's got dreadies.
Your chains hanging there.
Your chains hang around. That's a classic. What are you munching on?
Cheese and bacon shapes.
After we finished the drawbar, we've been pretty full on. Between race meetings, the guys have been taking off, going racing and that. And bit of panel beating work and stuff like that. We've literally been all over the shop. And this bad boy just got back from the powder coating. It has changed big time. So now there'll be 2 O'Brien race cars. Young fella called Jack will be in this one. Good on you, man. So that just come the other day. Pretty much just the frame, and they've been putting that together. This is literally a jack of all trade sheds, this one. And then doing a bit of work to the quad. So I wanted to change it up a bit, strip it, paint it. Whilst we were at it, found some lovely rust on the bottom of the chassis. So then this was a whole new mission. We upended this, cut out the rust we had to, did a prime job. Now it's more solid than it come factory, that's for sure. So I managed to strip the bottom, paint all the chassis, got carried away while we were at it. Nice new alley bash plate. I'm yet just to get a hole saw and I'll pop a few holes in places just to let it all out. The one that I come with, it just caught a lot of shit obviously, so not to worry. I know exactly where to look for, and considering 7 years living, pretty much lives at the beach, it actually wasn't too bad. So like I said, changed a few things up. I wanted a bigger toolbox on the front of it, more camera gear, more storage for these camp trips. So this thing's been a mission on it in itself. So, but it's already up and going. Now, who wants to see this trailer? So obviously whenever I could, we've been back and forth doing as much as we can done to it. So we didn't really film a lot more after doing the drawbar, but that was pretty much all the structure. Run out of steel, got no more steel left, thank Christ. So that means all the welding's nearly finished, pretty much done and dusted. So then I just started putting all the accessories on. I'm stoked how this thing is turning out. So we bolted on the box on the front. I will give you a look inside, not this time around. That's a whole new thing going on inside that as well. So I've got that done, she's all bolted down. Everything's just coming together. Most all the wires are run. Boat winch fitted. Oh yeah. In this time, we've even gotten ourselves a boat. Little 3.4 car topper. So all that's done. There's a few things that I'm still going to get for it. So that's hence the fact why there's going to be some odd looking things, but they do have a reason behind them. So we've got a full wraparound awning, Sanhema, so same as the rooftop tent. So she wraps around from Vickoff Road. It mounted good. Everything he's done for it, you know, it's just, it has all come together. It really has. Down here, boat trailer wheels are mounted. I am really digging this because there was a lot of free space here. So it was just pretty much a mesh toolbox, I guess you could call it. That worked out really well. On the inside, up front, we just got an eye nut. So that's just if, you know, I want to winch the quad in or anything like that, something goes wrong, I've got an option there to get it up in there. Moving down, I'm digging this idea as well. This is the boat trailer. So this is the main section. We've made it so a few pins, and that is housed on the inside of the trailer underneath the quad. I can also put it up top, I'll strap it to the tinny like normal, so if I'm only going up the road, I can still have that option, you know. But on long hauls, that's a better option. This is going to be the permanent when I'm traveling long distance. Mounts for the quad, they're all put in. They like them lock and load ones, so they work really well. Moving to the back, well, how good does that arse end look? Coming around here, the jerry can holders. Check this out for a nice rear end. I've noticed we also got an outboard. I wasn't going to get anything as soon as I thought I would, but it just took a lot of the guesswork out, especially this outboard. It needed to be got so we could figure stuff out, and he's done an awesome job on that as well. That thing ain't going nowhere. So it's got a support for the leg coming up. houses on that. Simple setup, but without it, yeah, it would have been a struggle. We just kind of needed it. Spare tyre mount went good. So we'll open him up. Got two latches, one top, one bottom. I won't give you a full rundown. We'll take it out and we'll actually obviously set it all up when we're in the elements. But this is just a quick one, so it's not quite finished yet. So that swings out. That's worked perfect. We got these little support, I guess, plates, I guess you call them. So when they slide in, it's not putting all the weight on these hinges, which is a few of them in there, so they can hang on. But yeah, that helps out with that while I'm driving along. And look, you gotta love these ramps. Made out of the old tailgate, that's what they are. Thanks to his old workplace, letting us go in there and folding up a couple of edges. So one edge was already folded, obviously the top and the bottom of the tailgate, and then we just folded the inside, and they are solid. They don't even, we've already had the quad up to see how it goes, yeah, and they didn't even look like bending. So that's worked out well. All the actual tie down points for the tinny, that all worked. Glad we ended up changing these. These are a lot more easier ever since getting them for the tailgate. Yeah, I wanted to go with the boat one as well for them. That's the other side, pretty much a mirror of the other side. Underneath, oh, I'm loving the suspension. Like I said, guys, I will give you a lot more detailed rundown when it's all set up. But how's that? All arc gear. It's just going to make things so much more easier, not having to set up ramps or anything like that. They're already there, ready to go. And to make it even easier, when you are loading the quad and you don't hit your head, it just lifts up. There you go, so that gives you plenty of head clearance for when you're riding the quad up in the back. The best thing is even when the toolbox is open, it can be open with the tinny lifted up like that as well. So I've got clearance, it misses it. Just little things like that. Handy. Boat's not going nowhere. I've got 3 tie down points, so you can have another strap in the centre and the one right up the rear, but 2 of them are going to be good enough. Just if I hit real long dirt roads, I've got that conveniency of throwing another strap over, bit of peace of mind. Unfortunately, not everything went to plan for us, but that was my own fault. Considering everything is just like thought in our head, this whole project, you know, it's been pretty good. A lot of things have worked out. But the water tank, and I probably jinxed myself because I did think about it, that it was going to be close to where it was, and it turns out it was, and it was way too close. It's a bummer because that's one of my main priorities for this build is the water setup. So this was a 120 litre tank. This would come from Vic Off-Road too, so I'm a bit spewing that it doesn't fit. There was another option. They have, where did I get it? Vic Off-Road. They had the 2 tanks there. So there's this one, which is the 120 litre one, and they had 75 or 70 litre one. 70 would work, but it just defeats the purpose. It's not going to be enough for me. So that's why I went the bigger one. But what happens is when it's up underneath, it was too close to the axle, and I thought by the time I went this new kit, you know, it's going to be a higher axle, so a higher spring, so the axle would give it a bit more clearance, but it's just way too close for comfort, and it travels more than how close it is to it. It'd end up being that far away from the axle, so what it would have done is just rubbed up against the back of the water tank itself. So fortunately that didn't work out for me. Just like I said, I'm spewing because water. But not to worry. I guess the only good thing that come out of it was we went and measured up then what we could fit for a custom-made alley tank to go up underneath, and the measurements we measured, it ended up being we could fit about between 150 and 170 litre water tank, getting it made up to actually suit. So that's the only, you know, that is a good thing out of there. I'm going to get more out of it, but I do like when I can just get stuff off the shelf too, like, and they're well made in that. So if something happens to it, it's just a matter of like, oh, I'll jump back on the website and, you know, unbolt it, rip it out, and put another one in. But now, because I'm gonna have to get one made up, if that happens to that tank, it's going to be a little bit more expensive to fix. So that's one good thing about trying to get stuff off the shelf, not too customized. Considering, pretty happy though. Everything else has worked out. So, how do you feel, man? The build is finally done.
It's, yeah, good to be out here with it, seeing how all in action. And that's definitely good feeling. It's finally done.
So, I've got some questions. What was your favourite part of the build, man?
Oh, I would say probably the tailgate.
Tailgate?
Yeah, a lot of thought going into it. It's a very tricky one, just to make sure it's going to hang on, be strong enough.
Not fall off down the road for me?
No, that one too, yeah.
Especially obviously because it had to house the spare tyre and the outboard as well.
Yeah, that too, and a lot of afterthoughts come in. Some pretty little cool ideas that you might see later.
Yes, this is true. And what do you reckon your least favourite, or something that, you know, was a bit of a spanner in the works or something?
Cut! No, I don't know, it's I wouldn't say there was a least favourite part, but I just see it as I normally see a job. I just try and find a way around it. But yeah, I wouldn't say there was a least favourite part. It was all fun, yeah, a lot into it.
Probably one of the bigger things you had to think about was the tailgate as well, eh? For the
yeah, the latching system, and just to try and make it all work.
The bracing side of things. Good.
Yeah, the back corner was a bit, because obviously with a fair bit of weight on it, it's going to drop down a bit. So you want to, obviously you don't want to keep lifting it up every time you close it. You just want to give it a little shove.
True.
But yeah, no, I had to sit there for probably, what, an hour or so, trying to figure out what we could do. Try and keep the neighbours happy, so it was in the afternoon. But no, it was cool actually, once it was all welded in, to see how far it actually held itself, just for a couple of little gussets.
It made a hell of a difference.
Yeah. And that gave it just what it needed, just to hold itself.
So what do you reckon you'd build another one?
Or I probably would, but not for a living. I'd probably build one for myself.
Yeah.
Just because of how cool it turned out, and yeah.
Make it a jack of all trades so you can come out and camp too at a spot like this.
Yeah, I do like the idea of being able to unhook.
Work and play.
Yeah.
All in all, we're at this spot. We're going to finish it off. Just want to thank you, Apex Metal Industries.
Yep.
The little cuz, so that's what he does, and does a wicked job obviously, which you're going to see next week. So we're going to show the whole video up next week of what it turned out like. Till then, it's beer time. Catches, eh?
See ya.